Welcome everyone. This is a nice chilly morning in North Texas. I have a backpack full of camping coffee making gear. So I thought it would be fun to head out to this little spot and make some coffee and then sit down and talk about something. And I have something specific I want to talk about. It's in relation to my last video about the Grom. I got to thinking about what the most sold bikes are, at least in the United States. I'm gonna specifically look in the United States, but I'm curious and I haven't done any research about this. So we're gonna pull up, make some coffee, Google it, and then talk about it. Man, it's so funny. The moment you get like a little farther out into the country on chilly mornings, that you can just feel the temperature drop dramatically. I always think that's interesting. Oh, this is rough. Oh. I hope they never pave over this road. This is so pretty back here. And right there is on our right is where the mountain bike trail is. So I hope that they keep it pretty natural out here. Oh my God, it's cold out here. Oh, that coffee is gonna feel really good after this. coffee is so much more satisfying when you're out in cold weather in the middle of nowhere and you made it with a little camp stove. Oh, that's nice. All right. So, to get into today's topic, like I said, I've been thinking a lot about small displacement bikes, and I got to thinking, I wonder what the most sold bike in the US was for the past few years. So I want to Google that right now. I haven't researched it at all in preparation for this, because I want to be surprised. So I'm going to go ahead and Google. All right, I'm going to Google most sold motorcycles 2022 United States. Okay. Harley Davidson is the top, which I guess that's no surprise. Okay, it looks like, I don't know how reputable these sites are. Okay, I found a list. It's from this website called Go Moto Riders. I don't know. Looks like number 1 is the Harley Davidson Iron 1200, which I guess I get that. Harley has like a stranglehold on the motorcycle market here in the US, so that doesn't surprise me. Second is the CB300R, which that's kind of more what I was expecting. Small displacement street bike, 17-inch wheels front and rear, 300cc single, great beginner bike. This one says, list says the third best selling is the Bonneville Street Twin or Speed Twin, which is a 1200cc. That's a little bit of a surprise. Yeah, I don't know about that. All right, the Husqvarna Svartpilen 401. That's I expected that. Yeah, those 401s look super cool. Great beginner bikes, but they still have a good amount of power, and they just look really interesting. So yeah, those are a winner. That doesn't surprise me. Number 5 is the YZF R3. Also, great beginner sport bike, street bike. I haven't ridden an R3, but I've known people who've had them and they love them. So yeah, that's great. I think an R3 would be super fun to ride. Number 6 is the ZX6R. Yeah, I know the ZX6R has been more popular than a lot of the other 600 Super Sports because it's got slightly above the 600cc rating. So that one, I know that one's popular. We'll scroll past the Can-Am. Moto Guzzi. Yep, Honda Grom's on the list, number 9. And then the BMW S1000R. That's really surprising because that's a very expensive bike. You know what? Let's look at what Honda's most sold bike is. There's a squirrel running around in that tree up there. All right, the Honda most sold motorcycle models of 2021 to 2022. Oh no, damn it. This is Vietnam and it's scooters. Man, this information is kind of hard to find. Well, this information's ended up being very difficult to find. Looks like the best-selling motorcycle of all time is the Honda Super Cub, which
Over 100 million units. That's insane. Continuous manufacture since 1958. Wow. That's amazing. And that's worldwide. I know in a lot of other countries, the small like, little scooter style Super Cub Trail 90 type bikes are very popular. That information ended up being kind of hard to find. But I still have a lot of research that I want to do about that. And I have another video that I'm planning on working on, because I think that small bikes are getting a bit of a resurgence right now in the United States, and I think that's a great thing. And in my other video about this, I'm going to go way more into detail, but for a long time here in the U.S., small bikes were not popular at all for a lot of different reasons. And I think in the last probably like 10 years, they've started to really come back. And there's a few specific models that have been recently released that I think are pretty indicative of that. So like the Kawasaki, the Ninja 400, not the Ninja 400, the ZX4R, the one that's the sport bike version of the little 400. Because I think that's a 4-cylinder sport bike, but it's a 400, and I think that's the coolest thing. And then the other big one that is coming soon is the new Triumph 400 singles. Those things are really interesting. They've got like 40 horsepower and a single cylinder 400cc engine, and I think they're gonna sell a shitload of those bikes here in the US, and I think that's a great thing. So, but I am gonna make another video about that and go more into detail. But yeah, this was a nice little ride on the Grom. Nice to just sit out here and drink some coffee and let the day start. I appreciate you guys coming along. So thank you for joining me for Coffee and Contemplation, episode 1. If you guys like these kinds of videos, like and subscribe. Do all the stuff that everyone tells you to do on YouTube. It really does actually help boost the channel. And the algorithm likes when you do it. So I would really appreciate if you guys could do that. And I'll see you guys on the next one. There used to be a bridge that went across this road. And then there's a whole nother like mile of gravel road back over there. But the bridge collapsed years ago and they never did anything to fix it. So it is what it is. Now there's just a bunch of trash down there. And the creek is kind of dried up. Oh well though. Still pretty out here.